Hello world, it is Tuesday, June 28th, 2022, and looking out the window at Defiance, it looks like a beautiful day. Bright sunshine, blue skies, and cool temperatures. It was, I think, in the low 50s, maybe even close to 40, in the 40s, and I think today's supposed to be just kind of in the 80s, so not horribly hot. A gorgeous day. The devotion for today is entitled Powerful by Donna Shaper, and Donna bases the devotion upon 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 12, the English Standard Version. Now the sons of Eli were worthless men. They did not know the Lord. And then Donna writes, the sons of Belial, translated alternately as worthless men, had parents who were worthless before Eli's generation. Violence was the middle name of this family. They fought the way we fight today, with weapons of mass destruction, even though they had never seen a gun. Weaponized fighting destroys masses because it creates a fear of power instead of pleasure in power. I often suggest to couples in family counseling that they approach their problems from the point of view of power. When one says, I have no power in this relationship, and the other says the same thing, we realize that powerlessness has descended upon the system. The two have become worthless to each other. They have collaborated in destroying their loving intimacy and are well on their way to violating whatever covenant they have made with each other, just like the sons of worthlessness do. They developed amnesia about God, who wants everyone to be powerful. We are to mutually develop power for and with each other. That is love. That is God's first, second, and final commandment. I often suggest that couples try a surprising path. Why don't both of you try to make sure that each has lots of power? Why don't you remember your Creator and your Creator's intention? Lots of belonging, lots of agency, lots of freedom. That way you will feel so good that you won't get your weapons out. Now that we have guns, power is fundamentally disproportionate. Uvalde, Buffalo, Newtown, Columbine come to mind. People who feel worthless find weapons, forget God, and kill. They couldn't find power any other way. In the prayer. Oh God, please help us to find you and find our power too, and hold our fire on each other. Amen. Well, for me, this devotion is a reminder that love is power, but it's power with, not power over. And I think people often confuse those things. And when people feel powerless, as she talks about, bad things can happen if they feel powerless, especially if they have a weapon. To me, that's what makes the availability of guns, the easy availability of guns in the United States problematic, is because there are so many people who use guns as a way to feel power and to feel powerful. But really, the way to finding power is to give power and to give love. And I mean power with, not power over. Power with somebody. Because I think that's the kind of power that God gives to us. And that ultimately is the definition of love, giving power with somebody or having power with somebody. And I liked her discussion of counseling couples that are in trouble, about talking about giving each other and developing power for one another. And again, it's power with, not power over. Helping people to make decisions for themselves and encouraging them rather than demanding your own way. Anyway, those are some thoughts of mine that came from this devotion. I'm sure you have your own. And I hope to talk to you again tomorrow.